Alrighty. Well, let me turn this down a little bit so it's not as loud. All right. Sorry, a little late. Wait, what are they just cuddling by the goal line? Yeah, that's a trip. Cuddling at the fucking goal line? Jesus Christ. All right. All right. Tripping. Makes sense. All right. Yep, that's a trip. Can't do that. Carolina's going on the power play here. We're going to see how this goes. I don't like how Nesson's player is. It's very weird. It like blocks off the top. It's actually kind of annoying. It is what it is. Carolina's power play's on fire. All right, good dump. About 19-18 in the second period. Oh, what's going on there, Cowboy? Definitely, I'll be definitely streaming quite a bit in the playoffs, especially when I'm home. Especially when I'm home. I've been sticking with more of the videos. It's just easier for me with my schedule. Oh, Getzel's in the slot there. He can't. Working around here. Teravainen. Point. Back to Teravainen. Back to the point. Ooh, that was a good play by Aho. He was trying to go for that little shot where a guy could tip it. Minute 8 seconds here left on the power play. Not many shots in this game. 5-4 thus far. Oh, here we go. Zaka up to Heinen. All right, I mean, I'm not mad at that. Try to take the shot because there was no passing lane there. Yeah, no, Cowboy. I actually had a lot of fun. With the streams. I might be having a project here shortly with somebody where we'll create a whole new channel, do like a hockey podcast thing. But I'm gonna, I don't want to speak too much until we kind of iron out some details. But I got some things planned. Because I want to start making a little bit more longer form content, and I think that would be kind of a fun area to do it, where I could talk about the league just in a podcast format. Because doing it by yourself, I'll fully admit, like, it just bores me. It's far more entertaining to have a nice back and forth with somebody. So, and thought he kept it the line. Just deep dunk, dump and chase. Good play there by Marchand. Coyle in pursuit here. Oh, that was a good hit. Oh, no. Was that knee to knee? I didn't. I had to see that again. Oh, kneeing. I didn't see it on the initial. Hold on. Let me see the replay. Oh, you can't do that. That's like. I get it. I know Brick's mad that they didn't call Pelony on the holding the stick, but can't do that. I didn't see that. I thought that was a clean hit. What's going on, Carson? Appreciate you popping through. Well, the Canes, funny enough, are my prediction to go out of the Eastern Conference. I made that prediction before, beginning of the season, and some of the additions they've made. So I wouldn't be completely surprised with the Carolina appearance in a cup. What I'm going to be interested to see who comes out the West. The Oilers, especially with how they've played, should be really good. Actually, let me pop up my stream on my phone because I have to kind of keep going back and forth. I don't want to feel like you guys. I'm just ignoring it. So let me just mute my phone so it's not got a atrocious feedback. Go to the live. But yeah, no, I thought very highly of the Carolina Hurricanes. I like the additions they made, and Aho won that too strongly. Too strong. Appreciate you popping in though, Carson. It's cool to see a Cane. I mean, I'm a Bruins fan, but I'm a fan of how the Carolina Hurricanes are built. I like how they play actually too. So this is going to be a good, it was low scoring, like low shooting game, I should say, at first period. Oh, I thought Barnes kept that. Maybe I'm just slow. Hey, McKay, how you going, man? How's it going, buddy? I'm having a pretty good day. Just getting ready to go back to the boat tomorrow. Tough game for us against your bees on Thursday, though. Yeah, it's like this is a potential, depending on how the Bruins do in the playoffs, potential playoff matchup. So we got Kochetkov in net. 95 dials, a devil style. But I'm sorry, that won cups. I think it's a good defensive style of hockey. Like that's in my opinion, that's how you win cups. I mean, with Vegas, I'm not saying they had as much structure, but they were big and physical. They played good defense. Like nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Actually, I kind of want to know your opinion, Carson. Like, how optimistic are you about your Canes going into the playoffs? Like, you feeling pretty confident? Like, where are you at? And McAvoy's spent, so he just dumps and chases it. Cowboy says, Will I got to win tonight against the Colorado to make it a playoffs? Otherwise, it's over. I'll be sad to see the season end like this. Oh, good move. Oh, good poke check. All right, good kill there. Good kill thus far. Yeah, the Wild. The Wild's a team I'd love to see them make a really impressive push here and win, but they definitely haven't done themselves any favors. Oh, good save there by Swayman. And Beecher up the boards. The Beachy Boys doesn't get it out. Oh, walk in the slot. Good glove save. Good glove save. So Carson says, I'm feeling decent. Second or third round, in my opinion. That's not bad. Let me actually look at the standings right now. I don't think much has changed actually within the last. Oh my god, why I hate this on the NHL app. It just changes. Like puts the ad right where you're supposed to click standings. So you guys right now would face the Islanders, depending on how things shake out with this last wild card spot, and because they're not too far. But I mean, I think you and I think the Islanders don't have enough offense. I think if you guys match them, I think that'd be favorable. So I do see you guys easily. Like I said, I think you guys could come out of the East. That's how highly I think of the Canes. Hey, what's going on? Good. Nice save. Barith? I've seen your comments a lot on the channel, so I don't want to butcher the name. But hey, how's it going? I appreciate you popping in. Good save there by Swayman. Top of his crease. Nice glove shot. Canes have been playing really well in this second period. Yeah, you know, some power plays by the Bruins. 5-3 at one point. Marchand can't knee a guy. And then it was a Geeky tripped him before that. So it's kind of the Bruins' own demise here. But some big saves here. Keeping the team in it. Pekka says, I feel the Rangers could beat the Canes because we always beat them in the playoffs. Rangers, I got nothing negative to say because they have been the Bruins' daddy. So I'm not going to say nothing because they have the Bruins number like crazy this season. And I actually love their team, and I'll say this, Alexei Lafreniere is actually one of my favorite players. And this might be a weird thing, but since people were talking a lot of crap at him, like being a first overall pick, he kind of had a slow start to his career. I was really rooting for him, so it's awesome to see what he's been doing 5-on-5 this year. So I absolutely, um, I just think the Metro, that's going to be a very, like, if it does, ooh, good save. I think you got a piece of that. It's going to be very fun to watch. The playoffs in general this year are going to be so much fun to watch. And I've already been depressed from last year of Bruins getting completely destroying my hopes and dreams. So I'm going in with a little less hope. And nope, no icing. Good hustle by Getzel. Pekka, what do you mean we played too bit? Canes play. I think both teams. So the Rangers. There's an article that actually a co-host on the podcast channel showed me about the underlying analytics of the Rangers not being favorable. Which I haven't really read it in full. I just kind of he sent it to me like probably 5 minutes ago, so I haven't really read it. So it'd be interesting to kind of see what is in that article. But I don't know. I think like you got the Rangers have Igor Shesterkin. You have a lot of guys like Panarin's had a monster season. Kreider's been solid. You have so much talent in the top six. Have been a Jad. Lafreniere, like I said, is coming to his own. Defense, I mean, Keandre Miller, that dude is a stud, and I really like Keandre Miller. You have Adam Fox, of course, Trouba. I think the Rangers in the playoffs, they can be a difficult team to play against. And if Igor Shesterkin gets hot, it's crazy. And like I don't think it would come to this. If you had to go to Jonathan Quick, I mean, that guy has shown in the past that you just put him in the right situation, allow him to get hot, and he's dangerous. Frederick, off his shoulder there. Good shot. What do you think of the possibility of Maroon debut on Saturday? That's going to be interesting because I think Maroon will add some good size and jam to that fourth line, which I think is desperately needed, kind of that role. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Brazeau. So you're going to put Brazeau and Maroon on there, who, Brazeau, I think, has been fantastic in his role, and you put him in front of the net on the power play with his soft hands up front, with his big body, he can be a asset. But I don't know what they're going to do with the fourth line. I wouldn't mind it if they tried that experiment, but they're going to be close to the playoffs. And I don't know what I'd have to look. Is Brazeau even going to be back, or I don't know. I didn't look at the lineups before getting in. Under Subban with 12 the last conference finals. Trocheck has been playing the best hockey of his career. Yeah. Yeah, Trocheck's been really freaking good, actually. Think Carolina can make it to the Cup if they don't run into New York. I think that's going to happen, though. I think they're going to have to run into New York. Kochetkov and Freddie are going to be a great tandem in the playoffs. Yeah, I think Kochetkov, and I got a little bit of flack when I said this at the time. I said this about a month ago. It was I think it was just before Freddie Anderson came back, that Kochetkov you could put into an honest conversation of winning rookie of the year, winning the Calder, because of how well he's played and playing the most important position on the ice. Yeah, I think he's been absolutely invaluable, and I think having Frederik Andersen back, who for some reason gets some flack for last year's performance in the playoffs, but all those games were like 1-goal games going to overtime. I mean, what was that? One game went to like 2 or 3 overtimes. Oh, well, Drury, that was kind of just right into the mid area. Cowboy says, y'all think Dallas going to make it to the Cup? Watch them get eliminated first round. It's interesting when you look at Dallas's team. Actually, let me pull it up because now we're in commercial break. Let me pull up their. It'd be nice if it let me pull it up. Yeah, the app on the phone can be kind of weird because I'm so used to just on the computer. Yeah, it's interesting, right? With Dallas, their highest point scorer is like 77 points, which is good. Robinson, but they have was that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys over 60 points. Yeah, so, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 guys over 50 points. Yeah, I think they have such good depth. It's kind of crazy. It's actually kind of crazy looking at the depth scoring that they have. Yeah. I mean, you've had some guys miss some time. Didn't Tyler Sagan miss some time this year? Yeah, he has only had 65 games played. He had a couple guys miss some time, but Stars have, dude, Stars have themselves a pretty damn good team. No, 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 don't do that. And Jake Ottinger, 903 save percentage, 2.83. Wedgwood, 899 save percentage, 2.85. If Ottinger can get hot, I think Dallas does have a good team. They play some solid defense in front of him. Mind you, I watched him play in college. Very good goaltender. I think if it ends at Canes, Panthers, or Bruins in the Eastern Conference Finals, Dallas and Colorado or Edmonton in the Western Conference Finals. Yeah, Cowboy. I see. I agree. They have just a dangerous, like a crazy amount of depth. Just a crazy amount. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, they actually have a crazy amount of depth, and that's going to be their strength. That's a good thing. You have that many 50-plus point producers on your team. Line matching like a first, second, third line doesn't really matter. Like those guys should win most of those battles. Should. And then the playoffs are a completely different animal, though, to be fair. Carson says, I hope Aho gets 100 points, but 87. Yeah, that's going to be a tall task. He'd have to have a monstrous last few games. But he's had a hell of a year. Good dump here by Beecher. Carolina has, I felt, played better in this period. They've had some more power play chances, opportunities. JVR here behind the net. Bruins need to kind of get a deep low cycle, keep some offensive possession. What happened? Was his stick held? What just happened there? This is what the Bruins need: a nice deep low cycle, throw it back to the point. Yeah, Lauko, like, what was that? Just good defense. Made sure he didn't get his stick out. I think it was clean. I just think he just positioned himself and it caught Lauko by surprise. Oh, Coyle loses the draw, but Peak throws it back in. Cap, what do you think is going to happen with Winnipeg? You know, it would be. Let me look at the matchup. If they're playing Colorado, which is, yeah, it looks like they'll play Colorado. That's gonna be a tough matchup for them. But I think if we're gonna just look at it, like, I think the best player, best skater, is Nathan McKinnon. Then Rantanen, he's phenomenal as well. Winnipeg, you've had some guys have really good seasons. Where it could go south for the Avalanche is the goaltender. That's where I'm not as sure. Whereas in comparison, in Winnipeg, Hellebuck, I mean, he's been that guy. I think he probably. I have to look at the stats again really quick, but I think he should win the Vezina this year. He's played absolutely tremendous. It just depends. I mean, if Georgiev can channel the best version of himself, I think Colorado should have a good chance to win that series. If it, because that looks like that's the first round series, right? Second and third, yeah. So it just depends on the goaltending. That's such a huge part because a lot of these teams, they'll have some guys they'll have some really solid teams, but they'll have a little question marks in goal, and then it makes you question are they good enough there to do something? And McAvoy, that was McAvoy down low. That's why he had to get back on defense. Zaka. Yeah, I'd have to look. I'll be honest with you, with the Hellebuck stuff, I'd have to really look how he's done recently. Oh, good feed over. Wow. What a save. What a save. That was a huge save there by Swayman. Big save. Uh, and how I got to look up because pronunciation. Brythe, 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 Brythe. You're gonna get my ass beat. I just wonder what's gonna happen in the second in the Eastern Carwall spot. If it's a four-way race and a very close one, five, you want to count the Islanders. Yeah, I mean that's going to be really fun. It actually kind of makes it fun to like cover these games and watch these games. I have some stuff like I usually have a few things like recording in the background, or I'll watch like the if it's outside my region, I can watch it on ESPN Plus. Frederick, come on, good save. Go Chetkov, just good save, good shot. Both teams letting up some odd man rushes. Good shot. I would have liked him to see kind of throw a low pad there, hit Kochetkov in his low right pad, maybe for a rebound for DeBrus, but I like that. Oh, Voquist loses the draw. So, all right. 0-0 game here. Carolina is out shooting Boston 12-6. Going into this period, it's 4-4. Carolina's had some really good opportunities. Boquist just dumps it to himself. Well, that took some stones. That was a smart play by Kochetkov. Very, very smart play. Didn't panic, just didn't throw it up the boards. Very smart play there. Boquist over to McAvoy. Grizzly hard away around. Frederick in pursuit. Beachy boys up. That's going to be icing, right? No? Witherspoon drops it back to Peak. Peak up the boards. All right. Peak down around. Witherspoon up the boards. Playing ping pong with this friggin' hockey puck at this point. Wotherspoon. I could say Wotherspoon. Probably because I like the Boondocks. I just think of Oh, good keep in there. That was a great keep. That's another nice thing about Carolina. They have really good defense. Wow. They're just keeping it in. These Bruins defenders are getting gassed. Foss over, Chatfield over. Back to Chatfield. Ooh, right in front of the net. Trying to hope get some jam there by Stahl. Oh, good save. Good save. Carolina's got some chance. Oh, he's trying it. Did he score? That went in. I think that went in. It went in. That goal went in. Svechnikov just pulled off a lacrosse move in Michigan. That's in. That's a goal. That's definitely in the net. Did it hit the crossbar? I thought that like went off the bar, like the bar. I thought for sure that went in. That would have been nasty. Yeah, that went in the net. Yeah, I thought so. No, that went in the net. That went in the net. That was a goal. Yeah, that's in the net. Hey, what's going on there, Sergeant Rock? Man, yeah, man, I'm going to hit you up. That was a hell of a play, though. Yeah, that's a goal. Hell of a freaking play. I knew that would in just with the way the way it went out because it wouldn't have made sense if we. And there's not Swayman can do there. What a play. Hit him on that Michigan. But yeah, I'll get you that spot. I've had a lot going on. I finally went back to the new company, the old new company. So I'm waiting for my big paycheck to come in here on Friday. Thank God. Wow. So the Bruins got to respond here. They've been getting outplayed massively by the Carolina Hurricanes. Mind you, mind you, it has some power play opportunities, but they've been really playing some good hockey. Coach Chetkov is like backing down Heinen. All right, I've noticed him do that quite a bit this year. Good pass up to Heinen. Oh, good poke check, good stick. There's Pasta. Pasta appearance. So I think someone commented, "Oh, is Pasta playing this game?" Yeah, no, he's just invisible right now. just invisible. Just a little invisible right now. Uh, I would have rather them just get possession there. I mean, I think Pasta was kind of cooked at that point. So that has to be in Carolina's zone, right? Or will that be just outside their blue line? We'll see. All right, let me kind of see where some of the NHL players are my favorite time of year. Always nice to come back after work on a hot spring afternoon to watch some playoff hockey. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely nice, and like when you look at, um, I mean potentially right because it's for the Atlantic. It's going to be Boston versus whoever. I don't see Boston catching the Rangers, so it's going to be Boston, Tampa most likely, Florida versus Toronto. Those are going to be some good series because Vasilevsky's starting to play really good. I think Lightning are a dangerous team just off of pedigree alone. And then in the Metro, you got the Rangers. Will most likely fit. Well, I mean, they got Detroit, Pittsburgh, Washington, or Philly. I think it doesn't really matter. I think the Rangers will win that series. But then you got Carolina versus the Islanders, and even that is depending on. That depends on a few factors on how the playoff race finishes here in the wild card and in the Metro. But I do think the Canes and the Rangers will have a little bit easier of a road ahead. And then if you go out west, because obviously this isn't a complete sure thing yet. I mean, Dallas has a chance to play Vegas, and if Vegas can keep playing strong and just keep winning, looks like Vegas and the Predators. And I think Dallas playing Vegas, that's not an easy matchup for them, especially once guys get healthy and there's no salary cap in the postseason. Then you got Colorado, Winnipeg. I kind of want to give the edge to Colorado, but I like the Avalanche. I mean, Winnipeg's goaltending a bit more. And then you got Vancouver versus Nashville. I'll take Vancouver. And then Edmonton versus LA. LA plays a style of hockey which is difficult to score against. Seen some people make some videos actually even complaining about the style of hockey they play. So it's kind of funny. We need to score at least one and then try to coast and take bread in the end third, then push for a win. I agree. Yeah, as a Wild fan, we're going to be watching the sidelines joyous. I mean, it's crazy if you think about it. There's a lot of we should be. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a couple, like at least two wild card teams win a series this year. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Bruins need to get this win. Coyle back. And McAvoy trying to be a one-man show. They're racing. Hey, Paulie, let me ask you a question. Do you think Kaprizov's going to stick around if they have another season like they did this year? No, I don't. I'd have to look at Cat Friendly, and I can do that. Even if you could like look up Cat Friendly, what's I forget how many years he's got left on his contract. Is he an RFA? I'd have to look at his contract. I don't have it right in front of me. Um, I think he should stick around. He should stick around, and they should back up that Brinks truck for sure. Like if I'm the Wild, but I don't know. It just kind of depends too. I mean, it really does depend on the player. Like if they are willing to stick around with an organization and make it work. I don't know the guy intimately or personally. God, I wouldn't want to know him intimately. No, I don't know the guy, so I don't know what's in his head, where he's at in that. Possibly, I think goal line and he's trying to get to Zaka. We have to find out. we are the we are the NHL's farm for superstars. Fiala, he's had a good year, man. Can't believe they traded him. Ooh, wide. Ooh. Oh, that's a goal. Teravainen in front. Good goal. See, that's what the Bruins should do. Shots on net actually goes in. It's crazy. That was a good little tap pass over. Yeah, there's not much Swayman can do there. Not much he can do there. So Bruins now got themselves in a hole here. 2-0. They got to show something. Got to get some offensive zone pressure. Not skate towards Carolina defender sticks. So that would be good. Coyle, grab this up to Grizzlick and DeBrusque. What are your top 5 power rankings in the league as of right now? I'd have to think of that. I'd really have to like hard think about that. If I was to like kind of BS something right quick. If I was to BS something real quick, and this would just be with no looking into stats and kind of the deeper meaning stuff. Oh, power play Bruins here. Can't speak English. Power play for the Bruins here. And it doesn't matter though, because the Bruins power play don't work. No, don't matter, because they're not going to score on this anyways. Their power play's been terrible. If I was gonna say a top 5 in the NHL, I would put Rangers 1, just because you have to respect what they've done. I'm kind of torn on that. Like I said, this is just off my head. I'll just free ball it, in my opinion. Okay, I'll go Rangers, Carolina, and then I'll go. I go Vancouver because I like Demko. Dallas, and then I'd go Florida. Probably my top 5. I don't consider the Bruins a top 5 team. I'm a Bruins fan saying that. I'm just being honest. I love the team. I love what they've done this season. Solid team. There's too many nights where they've had to rely on great goaltending. So that might give me some shit. I don't see the Bruins as a top 5 team. Colorado, I mean, I could interchange. It's just weird because it's like I'm trying to balance it between East and West. So I'm not so heavily East trying to balance it. Colorado just worries me with their goaltending. If I'm like doing a power rank, I don't know. Just very. I'd have to really think about it. Really think about it. But I think if that's my BS, just top of the noggin, that's how I look at it. I'm a Canes fan, so Svetchy. Svetch. Bruins power play. No, that should not scare you. That is the most lethargic thing in the world right now. Don't even be worried. I wouldn't be surprised if the Canes score a penalty, a shorthanded goal. What's going on, Dork? I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you popping in. I usually don't do live streams, just kind of doing something a little different. Bruins power play is equivalent of those tunes. Oh my god, yeah, pretty much. Recently, it's been brutal, and they're playing the best penalty kill in the league because they play so aggressive. I love how the Carolina Hurricanes play on the penalty kill. They do not give the other opponent any time and space. Like look at this. Look at Stahl. Even just challenging him, not giving him the opportunity to kind of get up to speed. See, JVR can't even score in the slot. God dang it. That was a great play, though. Don't mind me. I'm just bitter. Just bitter. My Canadians are beating the Flyers 6-0 with... Damn. Got the Celtics games on, so I'm in between them and the Bruins. Damn. Oh, so Carson, you a Habs fan? Or a Canes fan? I apologize. I just saw your logo, so if I was wrong. Oh, man. Nope. Great block shot. Orlov ate that. Yeah, I saw a little bit of the score, log jammer with the Celtics game. Saw the Bucks were really taking it to him. Great block shot by Orlov. Not a Canes fan. I'm just curious about how that's happening with Philly. Oh, okay. Carolina's so damn good on the penalty kill. It's crazy. I should actually do it. I should just like go into their film and just look what they do. That would be a fun video. Probably won't get any views, but it'd be fun to do. Let's see. Because they're the number one for a reason. Like I've watched them play against the Bruins, and there was the other team they played the other night, and just stifled them on it. All right. Just for the love of God. See, look at that. I'm not even mad at that. I'm not even mad at that. A shot, redirect, like actually get pucks on net. I'm fine with that. Didn't go in, but Red Sox are supposed to get smoked. They don't believe in spending money. The Fenway Sports Group. They don't believe in spending money. Do not get me started on the Red Sox. It's a joke. It's a joke. And I know they started out the season pretty decent, but it's a joke how little money they're spending. Oh, we're a small market team. All right, it's not like they don't make hundreds of millions of dollars, if not more than that a year, just off like merch alone. Like, come on. Carson, you're one of the coolest Bruins fans. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. No, I like watching hockey. I just look at it objectively, especially since I've coached, and I've definitely if I was doing YouTube when I was like younger, I would have been such a dick. Oh, good feed. Oh, you waited too long, didn't? All right. Okay. Oh, good. That was a good play. See, things happen when you shoot the puck. I can't blame Kochetkov there because I think, was that a block shot? I think it was like a block shot. I don't think Locko was a clean pass. So I think he was kind of expecting a shot. I see that. But the penalty kill, though, was absolutely terrific. So I got to see this. Was this like a direct spin pass? No, I think he meant to... Maybe I'm wrong. I thought he meant to shoot that. Yeah, I know he did. It went off his stick, and that threw off Kochetkov. And just, underneath his armpit. You got some of it, not all of it. That would throw any goalie off. That's just an unfortunate... Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Canes there. Great play, though, for the Bruins. Putting some pucks on net, you get rewarded. That's what you're supposed to do. So, 2-1 game. I got to update the banner, don't I? Oh, shit. I have not updated the banner in a minute. I'm an idiot. I'm going to be so mad if they score when I'm looking off screen. Okay. Oh. All right, I just turned it back over to the other screen when I saw the shot from Peak. I just saw the end of it. We're doing all. Yeah, no, we're definitely doing. You're the Bruins. I can't complain. I don't look at the Bruins as this like high juggernaut. They're not what they were last season, where they did lose in the first round. I think Omar getting hurt didn't help that, but definitely did not help. But I'm just happy with how well the Bruins have played. I looked at them as a wild card team, so whatever happens, I'm happy with. And that might be a weird attitude considering they're top in the Atlantic. It holes on their roster, so I love what they've done this year, considering the team they have. They don't really have a true number one center. Coyle has proven to be really good, though. I wouldn't mind if he was a second line center and Zaka actually moved to the wing, even though he's been good on the dot and good defensively. But I think you get more offense out of him if he's on the wing. Leaving guys wide open while playing Boston is what we do. I don't know, man. You guys were killing it there on the penalty kill. I wouldn't say that. You guys are doing really good on the penalty kill. The Bruins are allergic to power play success. That's for sure. Ooh. Throws that in front. That's what I like about the Canes here. They don't get overcomplicated. They don't try to get too cute. They try to use their big bodies in front. Little redirect goal. They work, man. It's I don't know. Maybe I'm a nerd. I just like that hockey. I like that hockey a lot because it's simple and it's proven to work for decades at this point. I'm not saying just to become they have no talent because, I mean, what was that? Svetch hit that disgusting Michigan goal, so it's not like they don't have talent. It's just they play such a intelligent way of hockey, and a lot of that has to do with Rod Brind'Amour, who I've been a fan of even when he was playing. Like I loved Rod Brind'Amour. He was a great player. Try to watch my cursing. Hard for me. I'm a sailor. Pastrnak here. Pursuit. Oh. Heinen. Getting on it. All right, good move. Kind of maintain possession. Oh, bad turnover. But Peak was back to kind of security. Good pass over to from Heinen over to Peak. Well, that was a horrific pass, Peak. That was just like a little soft pass. I don't know what that was. See, look at this. They're trying to go cross laterally, and then if it gets a little directed, it goes on net. Hurricanes 18-9, winning in the shot battle. 2-1 them. Nice. The banner looks good in the upper right-hand corner, man. I just noticed that. Nice. No, I appreciate you making it. That banner's great. I've been using it in some of the thumbnails. Carolina, we've been dead to y'all for the last 5 to 10 minutes, though. Yeah, but I mean, they were dominating the play for the most part of this period. And then Boston had the issue that they make pretty plays and perspectives instead of just playing the game for the goals. Yeah, I agreed. I 100% agree with you. Like, it actually it infuriates me watching at times how overly cute they'll get. It's like, let's do 10 touch passes at the blue line. Just getting it on net. That's the Bruins power play special. Give it to Pastrnak at the blue line and him lose it. Oh, 3-on-2 here. 30 seconds. Oh, no, we're just going to dump it. Try to win the foot race. Lindholm around to Carlo. Carlo is a dinosaur. Can't get that. Good play here by Lindholm on the boards. Frederick. All right, 4 seconds. This is over for this period. 2-1 Canes. Bruins answered back after going down 2-0, so that was a good response. Carolina played really well in this period. I mean, even the goal that they let in my opinion, was just an unfortunate bounce for them. That was a disgusting goal, though, by Svechnikov. That was nasty. See, I did that in practice playing hockey, but my coach Gaffney was a kind of a jerk. He's like, don't you ever try that in a game. He would scream at me. He would scream at all of us when we tried to do that because we remember watching that in high school, and then like the replays of the old Michigan goal. It's kind of cool that you see a lot of coaching just accept the creativity now instead of like shun it and be like, no, you can't do that. That's not the game. It's not the game. Let's see. BTS, always good to see you. I think I mentioned talk to you here a bit. Boston has the issue we try to make pretty play. Yeah, I agree. Cowboy been a while. Yeah, it is good to see Cowboy back. It's always good to see him back. And if Pasta loses it, I can just shoot damn it post. It's true. Cowboy 6-0 in the second. Damn. All right, Cowboy. It was good to see you, man. See you in a little bit. Svetch just threw his stick to a young Canes fan. That's pretty cool. I love when players do that. That's like something that kid's going to remember for the rest of his life. That's awesome. Habs destroyed the fly. Yeah, Tortorella is just... Oof. He's punching the walls right now. I'll be fair, though. And this is how I kind of look at it with the Flyers. No one expected them to be anything outside. Because I even went back to... Because I made a video about them before the slide, like 3 weeks ago, I think. Maybe 2 weeks ago. I'm trying to remember. But what Tortorella has done to a team that just been... First off, you lose Carter Hart to that situation. You're going with Arison, who's been... he's been kind of okay. He's been rough recently, especially. But you don't have a goaltender. Your team isn't crazy talent-wise. Yeah, you have some nice pieces like Konyeki and... I think Courtier... I always have to listen to names before I pronounce them. But he's having a rough year, right? I have to look at that. I think for sure he's having a rough year, if I remember. Because, yeah, I think he's having a rough year. But, yeah, I mean, for what they've done for the talent they've had on the roster, it's impressive. And if they missed, like, I had them, I think, go finishing, like, 6th in the Metro. And considering they're still in a playoff hunt, even though they're going to fall out of it, it's impressive. It really is. I have you up on my iPad watching the game on the TV. That's funny. That's dope. I got Justin Falk game used pants. My favorite new favorite thing. Do they fit? Do you wear them playing hockey? That's the most important thing. Do you wear those wearing hockey? That's actually that's the important thing. I think next year, this is the one thing I do want to do next year, because there actually are some guys. I'll have to reach out to some guys I know who actually play in the A. I actually have a buddy of mine that does play in the N. Haven't talked to him a little bit because he's got a lot going on. I would like to try to do some interview type stuff. I don't know if that would work on this channel or not with some hockey players and hockey coaches. But I think I'm going to try different stuff this summer in that regard. That would be kind of fun. Probably be rough. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not an interviewer. I'd have to really, really edit that probably. But that'd be probably a fun little project, even if it doesn't get any views. And next season, I think I'm going to try to make more of an effort to go to like the Warrior Arena in Boston and get some footage of practice. If I could get a camera, that would be great. That would be great. Losing Carter Hart was difficult for them, I imagine. Yeah, no, it was. Think about it, because like you go from having like at least a solid starter to a rookie that's very Jekyll and Hyde. It just makes it very difficult to succeed. It really does. Really, really does. Aho, Getzel, Jarvis, Teravainen. They just all have 50 points or more. So that's just hit 49. And we're going to have 6 50 points. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that was a nasty goal, though, by Svetch. So nasty. That's actually kind of interesting, right? How much do you think the Pittsburgh Penguins are punching the air right now, punching walls. Sidney Crosby's silently protesting because they're in a playoff spot, and it's going to be interesting. Actually, let me look at the standings for that. Because Pittsburgh, they have a yeah, I mean they still have a chance here, right? Because they lost in overtime last night. So if Pittsburgh somehow gets in there and they get in the playoffs, that would actually be interesting. Especially when you dealt they dealt Getzel because they were selling. They were like, all right, it's enough. We're not going to do anything this season. Trade him. I mean, it made sense, I guess, from that standpoint. But now, if you sit there and make the playoffs, it's interesting. It's Sidney Crosby, who's been on an absolute tear at the end of this season. I don't understand why the Penguins. I'd have to really look at the cap implications, but I'm just speaking off the top of my head emotionally. That's a tough guy you just let go. That's got to be a tough guy you just let go, let walk, especially with Crosby towards the end of his career. I don't know, but it's definitely a big boost for Carolina. I'd have to actually look. Let me go to Hockey Reference because I think Getzel has been tearing it up. Getzel tearing it up for the Hurricanes. And the nice part is, yeah, I mean, dude's been... yeah, 14 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, 21 points. Outside of... Did he get an assist today? Let me just double check this. No, he didn't. But, I mean, still, 21 points, 14 games. Could get another point in this game. He's been so damn good. I mean, if I'm Crosby, I'm mad. I'm big mad. I'm just like, I'm really ticked. I just dealt the guy like Getzel. You know, I don't get it. I do not get it. But that's a great get for the Canes. Awesome get. Let's see. Rather have Getzel. I would actually agree. Fenway Sports Group runs the Penguins, so they were they were just being cheap. That is a fact. I have no reservations to complain about Fenway Sports Group. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke how they run their organizations like they're poor poverty organizations. I will go on a rant. I will go on a massive rant on that. So bad. So bad. I don't get it. Why get a sports team if you don't care about winning? They just care about the bottom line, which I get as an owner. You want to make money. You want to be successful. I understand that. But, to let a guy like Getzel walk, deal him to Carolina, a very good team if the Canes win the Stanley Cup, I think that just makes it look even worse, in my opinion. Makes that trade look even worse. Let's see. I would do a video on Fenway Sports Group, and I would have to censor most of it because I have very strong feelings about that whole ownership group and how big of a joke they are. They're a joke. It's pathetic. I hate... Ooh. I just can't. I gotta watch myself on stream. There's so much I want to say. What are our chances we're signing Rod as coach in your mind? I mean, I think he's the perfect fit. I wouldn't move off of him. I wouldn't move off of him. I think it would be kind of best to... I think it would be best in this regard that I think he fits that culture. He's helped build that culture, Rod Brindamore. I don't understand why they let him go. Because I think the thing is, like, let's say they lose in the playoffs, right? Everybody's like, oh, well, we got to bring a new coach. We got to try something different. And maybe bring in a new coach. Maybe it's like a situation where Cassidy goes to the Vegas Golden Knights and he wins a cup in his first year. But those are very rare situations. I don't think he's lost that locker room. I mean, look how they're playing. Look how they played throughout the season. It's just the players got to show up. And sometimes the grass isn't always greener. We've seen that a lot happen in hockey where you get a new coach, like it's supposed to be the savior or a fresh start, and it's either more of the same or the team regresses. You know, um, maybe a little bit old school in this regard. I would love to see Brenda Moore stay there for like another decade or so. Like I like when I think of the Carolina Hurricanes, I think of Rod Brindamore. Just all their success, the success he had there as a player in a cup, and what he's done there as a coach. I think he's somewhat. I think he's respected, but I think even somewhat, even just not completely recognized by certain fans how good of a coach he is. Because when you look, like when your team's number one on the penalty kill, your team is really good defensively. While you have really talented players, don't get me wrong, but he's also helped he's helped his players grow and mature and get better. We've seen some coaches where they've done the opposite for their players. There's so many players you could really mention that got dealt to the Canes that end up having like really good years, turning around their careers. Tara Vinen would be one of those guys, right? If I remember correctly, Tara Vinen is one of those guys where kind of looked at in a certain way. No, not Tara Vinen. Who am I thinking of? No, Kokanyemi. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Why did I say Tara Vinen? I'm an idiot. Only 25 points this season. He had a good year last year. He's had a little bit of a down year this year, yeah. But still, he brought the best out of Kokanyemi. Yeah. I like Rod Brindamore. I'm biased. I'll fully admit that. I'm definitely a Rod Brindamore fan. I just like the guy. Let's see. Do you think the Reds Rod is the best coach in the league? I personally do. Can't overlook Ronzi. He coached an all-star team, let alone an all-star break team. It's a tough choice. Agent Shadow said Carolina's best asset is Rob Brindamore. My favorite team is the Jets. They are on fire. What team is most surprising this year? The Canucks. I kind of agree. After the Canucks, what are they? The Canucks, like they're having a heck of a year. Flyers, I wouldn't even disagree with that too. Both good choices because both teams we didn't expect. I would say going into the year, I didn't look at it as the Canucks as like a number one team in their division type, but they've been best coach. He's a great coach. Let me kind of go through the list actually. NHL head coaches, just so I'm not, because I know like Ruff isn't on the list because he got fired. Let's see. Just imagine Lindy Ruff. He's the greatest coach right now in the NHL. Knobloch, you could make a conversation with how good he's been. You can make a conversation because they made a miraculous turnaround. Torts, good coach. Sheldon Keefe's got to prove me a little bit more. Playoffs, I guess. Bruce Cassidy. That's a tough one. Like going up and down this list. The best short king is Martin St. Louis. But let's see. It's weird. Best coach. That's a tough one. Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'm trying to avoid the Bruins because of I don't want to sound like a complete home. I don't. I'm trying not to. Let's see. I'll go with Patrick Wall just to tick people off. Cassidy, he inherited a good team, just helping get over the hump. I like what Tortorella's done. I really like Robin Noir. Oh shoot! And then Vancouver. I don't know. That's a very good question. I think you have some guys that you could easily make the conversation for. Gun like gun to the head, making a decision right now. Maybe I'll just go with the Cup winner as a cop out. I think Cassidy, but it's weird with him because I liked him in Boston too. They had really good teams. He kind of got over the hump when he was Vegas. I think he's a pretty good coach. I got like a three there. I got him, Monty. I think Rob Brindamore, and then I think Knobloch is in that conversation. It should be interesting to see who wins the Jack Adams this season. Let's see. Reading the chat. Who is the best jerseys in the league? I asked my dad last night. It turned into an argument. Honestly, props to the New York Rangers. They are doing incredible. We just got to hope they do no more with just one or more. We have an all of war takes our division. Boston more than Flyers. Actually, people really thought Boston were going to make the play. I thought Boston was a wild card team. So that's why I'm leaning towards Monty if I'm in my heart. Just because going into the season, I didn't expect him to be this good. Best jerseys in the league. Best jerseys in the league. Now, I love the Hartford Whalers jerseys by the Carolina Hurricanes, just because the retro, and I really wasn't really cognitive at that time when they were playing. I don't think because when did they leave? 96, 97, like Hartford Whalers. I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, 97. Yeah. I was really young at that time. Really young at that time, so. But my favorite jerseys would actually have to be. I like the Avalanche jerseys. I just love the logo. But I like their older versions. I think it was the Reebok. Was it the Reeboks? I'm trying to remember. It was kind of like a cool piping design on the sleeves and on the side. I like the Avalanche jerseys. They're pretty clean. And then Carolina, I think, has good jerseys. I actually like Carolina's black jerseys. They're alternates a lot. These Bruins jerseys this year are the ones they're having as a home and away. They've kind of grown on me. I wasn't the biggest fan of them when they initially came out, but they've grown on me. I don't know if that's because you just watch them so much. It's like it's just you tolerate it. Wild card is fair because of playoffs. I love the Jets hair. The Jets, yeah, actually, I love that logo you have, Taves, right there. I love that logo. I love that logo. Yeah, the old school Jets one I love. I like the Canes home sweaters, also the Flyers, solid orange and black. That's a beautiful logo. Oh, and we're starting the third. You know what, Paul? It'd be good to update this for a second. But third period. No. Oop, peek with the pinch. Oh, show it up, Paul. That'd be intelligent, right? You gotta hit that button. That big difficult. Oof. Wotherspoon wants to get a redirect goal here. And then just bad pass there by Wotherspoon. Jets being my favorite team, easily the Heritage Classic and reverse retro. You know what's funny with the reverse retro? When they had the Pooh Bear jersey for the Bruins, I hated the original Pooh Bear, but they look better in white. When they were in that weird yellow, it looked like somebody just took a took a dump. Oh, Zaka with a what was that? A muffin dining on the back check. Good play there, defensive play there by Heinen. Terrible play though. Terrible turnover there by Pasta. He can be infuriating to watch at times. All right, so Boquist up the boards. Freddie DeBrusque and Boquist. Nice shot, Lewine. All right, back around. Grizzlick stops it, loses it. Slot. Oh, Aho was walking in the slot. That was good. Little pressure there by Boquist. Oh, oh, I thought for a second that went in. I was like, oh, come on. Frederick on the hustle on Chatfield. Chatfield's got one of the best flows in the game there. Nice head of hair there. Oh, good pass. Oh, just gets nets off. Exploded on his stick, but Lindholm up the wall. Lauko. I'm not even mad at that. Let's go. Beecher, Lauko, JVR. Yes. For the love of God, just throw it on net. Use the big frames and yeah, see, I'm not even mad at that. I mean, that was a terrible shot, but hey, offensive zone face-off, not a bad thing. Good poke check by their coach at Goff. Good save. Let's see. I think the main reason I don't hit the net for God's sakes, Chatfield. Oh, he's got to be a Boston fan to tolerate him. One of those biased folks out there, and I love it. Wait, which are we talking about? Jack Edwards? I don't see. I'm assuming, or no, Taves. Oh, Taves. Sorry, I just saw that. I honestly, because I think Edwards, he's definitely slowed down. But I'll fully admit, it would be nice if they went in the new direction next season. I'm kind of hoping he retires. It's just he's slower. I was never a big fan for the huge homerism too while watching the game. Like when you've had certain players just take a clean hit on a Bruins player, he acts like he got JFK'd. Gets tiresome. I don't mind it, and I think I don't mind it as much because I am a Bruins fan. But objectively speaking, if I had to watch a Bruins feed and I hated the Bruins, or even I just was like neutral to them, I'd be like, okay, enough. And there's some Homer announcers I've heard that can be a little bit over the top, like Edwards. Edwards is I would say Edwards is most likely the worst, right? Yeah, I'd have to really go by each team, but I've heard some pretty bad homers. But he definitely tops it to the point where it's like, all right, like it's like Chinese mustard or some weird different analogy, some weird different saying. Edwards like a Jack Edwardism, where it's like, what are you even saying, dude? Just call the game. Just call the game, please, for the love of God, please. And I've noticed this year he trails off and tries to make these like creative sayings. Feed it over. What a save! Wow. Great lateral movement right to his left. Stay in the butterfly. That was a great save. Good pass there by Pasta. Good feed by Zaka. Oh, almost went underneath the armpit. What a save. Boop. Just sits on it. Hell of a save. See, that's what the Bruins need to do. Drive the net. You throw it at the net. Try to get it across. Get some sticks on it. All right, Bruins, just rip some shots. That's what you need to do. Chetkov has been making some nice stops. You got to simplify your game. Tripped Art is a homer too. I want Judd from the radio podcast. Yeah. Actually, that's the thing. Brick said something smart here. I do think it's Anderson's goal, but Canes fans that are in here, I mean, do you think that Anderson should be the starter, or like what do you think of Kochetkov? You think he should just be the backup?
I'm kind of just saying like Anderson because he played good last year, and when he's in, I love Coach Etkoff. I mean, I um I really like Coach. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do too, Nick. Did they sign Anderson to a 1 year or a 2 year? I'm trying to recall, or was it just Ronta to a one? I'd have to remember. I'd have to look into it. But who do you want to go with? So Anderson is the starter. Love Freddie. 2 year. Okay, I thought so. Was it Ronta that was the 1 year, right? Or did he sign a 2 year as well? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. I'm because if he signed a 1 year, oh, good pick. I'm guessing those that support their team and aren't afraid to hide it aren't very well liked. Yeah, Ronta's lead. Okay. Um, See, no, I don't think it's that with Edwards. I just think Edwards can kind of because I don't even mind a little homerism. I just think he can be a bit over the top though. That's all. And I think even outside of that, this year you can kind of tell he's gotten a bit slower. And that's where it makes it harder to listen to him on the calls. Marshawn, good play there, DeBrusque. I thought DeBrusque just went for a headshot on the captain. Jesus. All right, 2-1 here, 13:45 in the third. He's really he's done this for so many years. I think he gets a little bit over the top at some games. Um, so that's all. But he has slowed down. You can see him stumbling on the broadcast. Brick has actually had to pick up some of the play-by-play. I think it would be in his best interest to they signed that younger guy who I thought did really good when he was filling in for Edwards at one point. I still think Nesson has him signed to a contract. I think they brought him in knowing that he was going to be the replacement for Edwards. It would be kind of interesting to see. I think it'd be good if he took over because I actually didn't mind his play-by-play. Excuse me. Um, Carson, what do you think in the final score is to this? Honestly, it's gonna stay the same exact score, 2-1, or it's gonna be like 3-2 overtime loss for the Bruins or shootout loss. I don't know. The Bruins love going overtime, so that power. They're like, man, 2 points is nice, but one's different. So we'll see. I ultimately think it's probably going to be a 2-1 game. Bruins have started shooting the puck a bit more, but I think I don't know. Kochetkov's locked in. He's made some nice stops. I wouldn't be surprised if it ended as a 2-1 game. He actually said 200 foot earlier this year instead of 200 pounds. Oh, that's funny. The Flyers cut their deficit by 5. Jesus. All right, pasta here. All right. Oh my God, pasta at the blue line is like a friggin' loaded shotgun. It drives me insane. Drives me absolutely insane. I hate when he cuts at the blue line. I always get worried. He's one of the he's such a talented player, and I'm gonna sound like a hater when I say this, but he's one of the most lackadaisical, lazy players at times. Like especially at the blue line, for whatever reason, he makes so many terrible turnovers. But then in the next play, he'll make a fantastic pass over to set up a goal. It's the duality of man with him. It's just so frustrating. Oh, in front. All right, I don't mind that. He was trying to hit Boquist. That wasn't a bad play. That wasn't a bad play. I think Pretzel's his name now. I'm fine with that. That's his new name. It's no longer Getzel, it's Pretzel. That's what it should be, in my opinion. Carlo the dinosaur. Lindholm up. Line change. Carolina going to try to... I think both are kind of gassed here. All right, under 12 minutes here. Oh, Lauko lost it. Lost it. There you go. DeBrusque using some speed. Or Lauko. Why did I say DeBrusque? I'm brain fart. I saw a 4 and I instantly thought DeBrusque. Let's see. That was a good drive. All right. Off. Offside. Okay, I thought I was going to call him for a trip for a second. Hey, I'm all five for your defense breaking. Listen, I'm not going to lie, Kane fans. I like you people, but it would be nice too. It would be nice to see. That was a good play, though. That was a great save. He's been so good today. Look at that. It wasn't a clean, obviously, but him going, that's great save. There we go. Battling on the boards. Forgot something. Good hit by Peak. Oh my God. Fed him behind him. Use your D partner. Use your D partner. There you go. Give it to Lindholm. He cut in. I don't know why. Lindholm should have cut to the right there. Give Coyle somebody to pass to. No, bad turnover. Pretzel. That's going to be his name. Oh, bad turnover to Aho. Getzel the Pretzel. He puts the defenseman in a pretzel. Good save. Good save. It went in. Good keep in. Good 3-1 there, Carolina. Terrible pass though. I mean, that's definitely a terrible outlet. Terrible outlet. You can't do that. I mean, look. That just sets up Carolina for such a good spot. Oh, good stops though by Swayman initially. So Zaka's like, you know what? I want to make sure I get a point tonight. All right, I respect it. Yeah, I think Carolina's got this locked up. Which the Bruins beat them the other week ago. I'm not. Oh, terrible turnover. He's breaking. Oh no, little fumble of the puck allowed that could have been bad. Carlo got kind of caught there. Again, bad puck management around. All right. So Bruins had, overall picked it up in the third, but Carolina's really, really starting to get into a groove here. So they just keep everybody to the outside. Oh, Beecher got tripped by an invisible ghost. Casper the friendly ghost. Forgot something, JVR. Beecher. To Beecher there, Jack. Acting like I'm better than him because I called freaking Lauko DeBrusque earlier. Very friendly ghost. Just crazy. Oh, good step there by Lindholm, but nothing really comes of it. 750 here in the third. All right. Nah. Offensive draw here for the Canes. Pretzel, 6-game point streak. We need the Rangers to lose. Casper is very friendly for tripping him. I want the Rangers to lose every game, but especially now. Damn. They're down 3-2. Interesting. Oh, weird bounce off the stanchions. All right, Geeky coming down. Just such good defense here by Carolina. They're not making it easy for the Bruins to enter in the zone. They're making it very difficult. They're meeting them at the line. They're not giving them any time and space. Just good team hockey, honestly. Good play. That's a really good play. Actually, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Alrighty. I think we have the most underrated defense in the NHL. I wouldn't say that. I actually think a lot of people respect your defense. If you follow the game, I love Carolina's defense. Or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. I don't know. I'm a Bruins fan. I really have no bias in this, but I think everyone kind of respects Carolina's defense. At least if you look on paper, they're really freaking good. I'm actually kind of interested. Who has the lowest? Yeah, I mean they have the fourth lowest goals against in the NHL. Bruins are 1, 2, 3, 4. Bruins are 5. Winnipeg Jets with the lowest goals in the NHL, 191. Then it's Florida. Then it's LA. And I think, yeah, Carolina and Florida are tied for the second highest goal differential, just behind Dallas. Oh, excuse me. You know what I should do, Paul? Update the. I did update the bumper. Don't get old, kids. 32, and I'm getting old. Mine's slipping already. Not a good sign. Come on. open up. That'd be good, so I can actually see what you guys are saying. Let's see. What's going on, Cowboy? Hot take. When all three of these teams are at the max, Carolina, Vegas, and Boston have insane defense when at full. I would say Boston, when healthy, I think they're towards the top in the league. Power play for Boston is a big one. Big one for Carolina to score a goal. God, I'm bitter. Sorry, this power play for the Boston's been ticking me off. Yeah, I think the Bruins have a good defense decor. What is the last time you've heard anything about Chatfield or Slavin? Never BTS. Sorry, insane. Thank you. I've talked about Chatfield Slavin. I mean, he's impressive. I think probably because they have so many great defenders, they probably get lost in the shuffle. And we all know how it is. Like defensemen, guys that actually play defense aren't prioritized. It's just guys that put up points from the defensive position. Jarvis coming down. Told you, I called that stuff. Called that. Called that. You can clip that. I called that. Said they were gonna score. The Canes were gonna score on the shorthand. He said the Bruins on the power play, and that came true. Call me Nostradamus. Yeah, the Bruins power play is like embarrassing to watch. Off, Swayman and in. That's an ugly goal, but wait, the Bruins are shooting? That's wild. Now, Bruins are going to have to like pick up the pace here and just actually do something here. All right, guys, like okay, so this is what the Bruins love to do. They love to play with it at the blue line. They love to play with it at the blue line. It's insanity. It's one of the most frustrating things to watch. And they're absolutely terrible on the power play. It's embarrassing to watch. Like they understand they should have guys coaching in the film like, "Hey guys, like instead of hanging at the blue line when they're giving you pressure, go down low, give yourself some space to allow yourself to open up a spot there at the point. Stop just holding it for like a minute at the blue line. Get some shots, get some traffic. They're just so spaced out. And they just play with the blue line. So, like, where are you dangerous here? Like, where is this dangerous to play against? And mind you, Carolina's fantastic on the penalty kill, and I'm ranting here. You're fantastic penalty kill, but like, you're not doing yourself any favors by just controlling it on the outside. It makes it so much easier for the other team. Because it's not just against Carolina where they've struggled. They've struggled pretty much against every team recently. It's a joke. Like, you're not going to be a threat to score if you're just, like, hanging out by the offensive blue line. That's not how it works. Prime Alexander Ovechkin with steroid use would still struggle to score from that distance consistently. Our power play might be worse than the Penguins. I think our power play is probably the worst in the league right now. It's not going to show that statistically, but watching it, it's like I'd rather sniff paint. Carolina's really good in the PK, so it's all good. Yeah, I mean, I definitely think they're I think they're great on the penalty kill, but it's just I think it's just kind of frustrating to watch them repeat the same mistakes over and over again. Like, what's the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's kind of the same thing here with Boston. But I mean, to be fair, Carolina's played really good at their own blue line, make it difficult for it to have a clean entry. So this is a good win there for the Canes. Unless there's Boston somehow pulls a horseshoe out of their butts, this is going to be a good win for the Canes. And maybe a wake-up call for the Bruins. We'll see. I'm still streaming. I think most of them actually are. Question below. Bruins have last crazy streak was in Carolina 4-0, then they're on a 4-game win streak. This isn't what should be happening to the Bruins when playoffs are 11 days. I mean, I'd agree, but maybe this is a wake-up call where they can finish out the season and get on a small little win streak. But Carolina's a hell of a team. They're one of the better ones in the NHL. That's why I picked them coming out of the East. I mean, there's no shame in losing the Hurricanes, to be fair. As for the stadium, we know when we've lost, we give that our team our shit when we poke poorly. They're tough. Yeah, we're definitely a tough fan base. Fully agree. Fully agree on that one. Yeah, what is the Bruins lineup looking? I'll actually look at both teams. What do the Bruins got coming up? I'll just look at the schedule. I hate the app. It's painful. The app is painful. Let me go Boston. Boston's off for 1, 2, 3, 4 until Saturday. Then they play Pittsburgh, then Washington, and then Ottawa. So, I mean, some teams they should beat. Not to be a jerk. I mean, like, they should beat these teams. If they're going to be a playoff team, they should beat them. I mean, you're going to... Pittsburgh, Washington. Yeah, I mean, those are teams they should beat. And if they can't beat these guys, they don't have a great chance here for the postseason. And then Carolina, who do you guys got coming up? Carolina Hurricanes. You guys have St. Louis. It's all Chicago. That should be a win. That's a win. And then that's a win. That's Columbus. You guys should at least go 2-1. I actually wouldn't be surprised if the Hurricanes end on a winning streak here. Big winning streak. Or, relatively big winning streak. St. Louis can be interesting. They can be Jekyll and Hyde sometimes. Let's see. Capitals Penguins. Then we end with Ottawa. Cap, you think Kaprizov is going to hit 100? What's he at now? He's got 89. I don't see that happening. I don't know how many he's... That'd be hard. That'd be a hard reach. Oh, Bruins going on a power play. It's going to be 5-1 here soon. Oh, man. Canes going to hit 50 wins for the third season in a row. Which is crazy. Yeah, I think the Bruins, I'm not really as worried. This was going to be a tough matchup. This is kind of like a revenge game here for the Canes. They, we won the other night, or the little bit ago against them. Gave them a loss. I'm not surprised. They're one of the best teams in the NHL. So they came up and played for this game. I mean, the first period, kind of a snooze fest. Second period, mostly Canes. Bruins bounced back here, but then the Bruins had some horrific turnovers. And look how empty that stadium is. I don't blame them because Boston traffic is terrible. Speaking from experience, trying to get out. If my teams will lose, I stay, but I don't blame some of the people. Yeah, beat the traffic. All right, boys. So there's this thing called shooting the puck. Shooting the puck would be amazing. Instead of having an umbrella up top. Wow, look at that. A shot on net, boy. Oh, good play there, Lindholm. I'm sorry. I'm gonna relax. I'm getting bitter. I'm sorry. 5 goals scored. Carolina can max out 16 win streak. They should, based off the fact they don't play back-to-back games, they should beat the Blues, Hawks, and Columbus. Yeah, I agree. That's not going to be a team that anyone wants to face in the postseason, in my opinion. All right, guys. There you go. Oh, what was? I mean, I don't mind the idea. Look how good Carolina is on the penalty kill. You know what? I just for that comment, I was gonna do a review of this game. I might not now. No, I was playing. BTS. Oh my god, almost. We get something going here. At least some, like, I have some pride. Good. Good play at the line. I know you're just messing. I don't take it personally. I know you're just joking. You know what? I should get like the Pedro clip of like they're my daddy. Oh shit. Great save on Shea. Yep, that's. I mean, that's the. I agree with you, man. Like this, they're kings of that. Nine three Montreal. Holy crap! I might have to watch that game and make a video on it before I leave for the boat. No, it's not a different ball game, Jack. Like, I don't know. They're not Jack Brick. Jesus, Paul. So 4-1 win, 4-win final there for the Carolina Hurricanes. Four-win final. That's a good win there for the Canes. Kochetkov played great. Kochetkov played so good in this game. Yeah, no, and Brick's right. I mean, the Bruins have been beating some top-end teams. They go into this game, it wasn't their best performance, but you got to kind of look at a team like Carolina, and this is how at least I analyze it. I think they're one of the teams that they play a playoff style of hockey, and it kind of showcases to me when the game gets tighter, and it does in the playoffs. Because whether you want to acknowledge it or not, regular season hockey is usually played differently. I don't know if the Bruins have enough offensively to beat a solid defensive team like Carolina in a 7-game series. They can get a few wins, but it's going to be a tough road ahead, and that's why I don't really have them in the top 5 in a power ranking. I know for sure I don't have them in the top 5 in the NHL. I think they've been fantastic for what they've done, but I do just have, honest to God, question marks about them going forward. Let's see. 50 wins. Appreciate everybody coming through, by the way. Might get some sleep. Now, sleep is overrated. That was definitely a good win. That was a good game. What I took was, for this game, was Coach Effa is going to be a problem in the playoffs. See, but I would argue Bruins have all the opportunity to still get like more overtime losses. Maybe that'll be a record. I'm not mad about the Bruins just kind of I'm not really concerned about that. I think overall I've been impressed with this year overall. Like I'm not mad. I get frustrated when I see some like same old from the Bruins in the game, like the power play stuff, like the same old mistakes I see time and time again throughout the season. But I can't be really too mad at this game. You're playing one of the best teams in the NHL, in my opinion, a team that should go on to win a cup. So, uh, and no, I appreciate it. I appreciate BTS. Yeah, I'm going to be working on the water on a new outfit. So it's actually nice. I'll be going back to it. And then for the next week, my videos, I'm going to try to see what I can do, but it's mostly going to be like quick in person. I'll probably just do a video per day or whatever if something pops up. I just want to keep uploading, keep the frequency up. So the heavily edited stuff, I might do a couple things before I leave, but it's going to be kind of the same thing. So the Svetch goal set the tone. That was a nasty goal. That was a nasty goal. That was disgusting. It really was. That was such a nasty goal, and I can't knock that. But all right, I'm gonna go get some things ready. I'm actually gonna make a video on this game. I'm gonna try to watch. I'm gonna see what else is like, what game I'd like to watch. I've thought about doing a series of doing a recap, but then I really think about it. If I spend the time to edit that, it would probably take at least an hour and a half, if not more than that. And then like the hockey guy already does that, so doing like a full recap of every single game, I don't think anyone would watch. I don't think so. I might Islanders, Rangers. I might watch that back and watch the rerun of that. And then what do we got on tonight? We got the Wild. Oh, the Wild are on actually. Where's that? What's the today's the 9th, right? Has it not started yet? I might watch that game actually, because that's got playoff implications. I might cover the Capitals Red Wings, but I kind of want to watch that game before I do. So that'll probably be up tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Damn, it's getting a little testy here, folks. Let's keep it friendly. Let's keep it friendly. But I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna go try to edit this video, make a video real quick, and I think I'm probably gonna cover a couple different games if I can. I'm contemplating whether to just have one big recap altogether, but I don't know if anyone watches that, so we'll see. But I appreciate everybody popping through. Had quite a bit of people on here for just a random stream I just randomly started up. I appreciate everybody watching, Hurricanes fan, Bruins fans, even people that hate both teams altogether. I appreciate you popping by. See you guys in the next one. Yeah, that's how I'll end it.